से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। ओम की इस मधुर ध्वनि से किया परिवर्तन, प्रेम शांति सिखा के बदला सभी का जीवन। आदि देव प्रजापिता श्री, बोलते ध्वनियों। मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम सोहनी सूरत मोहनी मूरत, ज्ञान के मोती। भव्य मुख पर चंद्रमासी, चमकती ज्योति। दिव्य दर्शन दिव्य वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम
ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम प्रेम, ओम प्रेम। On this day of the Sadguru, Satyam Shivam Sundaram, the truth, the benevolent one, and the beautiful one. Happy Sadguruvar to all of you in Baba's remembrance. The power of the Sadguru finishes the omens of Rahu and brings the omens of Jupiter. And makes the soul all virtuous, 16 celestial degrees full. Brahma Baba's each and every action. There was truthfulness, good wishes, the drishti, the attitude, the words, the behavior was visibly ordinary, but was full of inspiration for all others. This is what is called being all virtuous and full, 16 degrees celestial full. Being colored with the color of the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, with the eclipse of Rahu, the power of the sun decreases, the light decreases. Baba says, children, make a donation and the eclipse will be removed. Baba is making us all virtuous. He always reminds us that you children, you are souls of the original, eternal deity religion, the praise of which is being all virtuous and 16 celestial degrees full. Each and every action, there should be virtues merged. There should be good wishes and pure feelings merged. The more the eclipse of Rahu will be removed, the more there would be light in the soul. And from being ugly, it will become beautiful. Baba has come to remind us. This is the eclipse of Jupiter. This is why before coming in Gyan, there was eclipse, whether of the sun or the moon. Our grandmother filled a bowl with oil, few grains, iron, means many ingredients from the copper age, copper, iron, and the seeds of wasteful actions. The effect of that, actually we used to drink nectar, but there was no truth in that. Now we have come to understand that it is our eclipse that was upon the soul and had to be removed. This is why Baba gives us the knowledge and gives us the mirror to see our own selves and teaches us to make the donation of the vices so that the omens of Rahu can be removed. Every day the planets around the earth go on changing. In memorial of this, people make the horoscope. What is the sign of this one's birth, etc. This is the horoscope of our future. Baba teaches us how to perform elevated actions. Om Shanti, Murli of the 2nd of July. See children, donate your vices and the omens of the eclipse of Rahu will be removed. Make a donation and the eclipse will be removed. Question is, what awareness does the Father, the Lord of the pool, the Lord of the tree, what awareness does the Father, the Lord of the tree, give you children of Bharat in order to bring about the omens of Jupiter? Jupiter is considered to be the biggest planet and releasing positive energies. Answer is, O children of Bharat, your original eternal deity religion was extremely elevated. You were full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full. You children of mine, the ocean have become ugly by sitting on the fire of lust and become eclipsed. You were cool, you were beautiful, have become ugly because you have been eclipsed. I have now come to make you beautiful once again. By having this awareness, you will have the omens of Jupiter over you. Om Shanti, the song is Salutations to Shiv. The praise of having all the relationships, the attainment of having all relationships, the sweetness of all relationships, the power of all relationships. It is in the song. Om Shanti, whose praise did you hear? The one who needs no support is your protector. Whose praise did you hear? That of the unlimited Father. The highest and high Father is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. No one would say this about their worldly Father. You children know that the Father from beyond this world, the Father of all souls, is the highest on high. His name is Shiv. There cannot be nothing without a name or form. At this time, everyone is eclipsed by the omens of the eclipse of Rahu. See why? This is called iron-aged world. This is why this is called the iron-aged world. There are omens, the omens of Jupiter, the omens of Venus, the omens of Jupiter, the omens of Venus, are the omens of Jupiter over you. You heard the praise of God, the highest and high, Shiva Baba. His real name is Shiv, but they have given him many different names. His real name is Shiva Baba. Father explains. I am the seed and the sentient being. He is called the sentient being, the truth. He is also called the ocean of happiness, bliss, and peace. All the praise belongs to that one alone. The people of Bharat sing his praise, but they don't understand anything. Their intellects have become completely stone. Who made the intellects into stone? Who made the intellects into stone? Ravan. In the golden age, the people of Bharat had divine intellects. 5,000 years ago, this Bharat was a land of divinity, where deities used to reside. Bharat is remembered as an imperishable land. The deities with divine intellects existed in Bharat. At this time, impure ones with stone intellects reside here. The Father has explained how they became impure. When they started to sit on the pyre of lust in the copper age, they became ugly. Everyone has been burnt by the fire of lust. That too especially refers to Bharat. There was the kingdom of the deities with divine intellects in Bharat. It was called the land of Vishnu, the kingdom of Ram. The Father comes and tells you this. What does he say? Sweetest, beloved children, when you were in the golden age, you were full of all virtues. All virtuous, 16 degrees celestial full, following all the codes of conduct, etc. This is your praise. these praises are written on the picture of Sri Krishna. Baba would say, see the pictures, the chitra, and remember the vichitra, the one without an image. Baba says there are no vices there. Means in the golden age, Ravan, the kingdom of the five vices, begins in the copper age. Therefore, the kingdom of Ram changes into the kingdom of Ravan. It is now eclipsed. Bharat has become completely ugly. Sometimes they refer Bharat as being like charcoal, black. The omens of Jupiter are the best omens of all. There were the omens of Jupiter over Bharat in the golden age. Then, in the silver age, there were the omens of Venus. And so, that was 2 degrees less. It is called the silver age. Silver gets oxidized, and the copper stands upon it. And iron is rusted. Baba says it is called the silver age. Then came the copper and iron ages. You continue to come down the ladder, and the omens continue to change. At this time, there are the omens of Rahu over everyone. When there is an eclipse of the sun, they say, when there is an eclipse of the sun, Rahu and Ketu were 2 devils. They pretended to be deities. They drank the nectar and became immortal. Actually, the sun is not eclipsed. But on the path of devotion, these are memorials. Baba says, when there is an eclipse of the sun, they say, make a donation, and the eclipse will be removed. The spiritual father now explains to you children, this is spiritual knowledge. This is not the knowledge of any of the scriptures. The knowledge of the scriptures is called the path of devotion. There is no devotion in the golden and silver ages. There is knowledge, devotion, and then disinterest. That is, this whole world has to be renounced. Disinterest of devotion, disinterest of this whole world. This whole world has to be renounced. This is the Shudra clan. They show a variety form image with Brahmins, deities, warriors, merchants, and Shudras. This is the story of Bharat. They create a variety form image, but those with stone intellects don't understand anything. Why do they have stone intellects? Because they are impure. The people of Bharat had divine intellects. They were completely viceless. 5,000 years ago, Bharat became heaven. There were no other lands, the continents. Only the Father explains all of this. Who teaches you Raj Yoga? Shiv, the teacher. He is the ocean of knowledge. No human being can be called the ocean of knowledge, the purifier of all. Only the one Father is the liberator of all. Father himself comes at the time of sorrow to liberate you from Ravan, and he then becomes your guide and takes you back home. He is the liberator, the guide. He is called the spiritual guide. Father says, I am the guide of all of you souls. I will take you all back home. There is no other guide like me. There is no other guide like me. People say God the Father is the liberator, the guide, the blissful one. He has mercy for everyone because all the children of the ocean have become burnt by sitting on the fire of lust. The story on the path of devotion, the sons of King Sagar were cursed and they were turned into ashes. Then Bhagirath did tapasya. And call upon the Ganges to come to revive the souls of those bodies who have turned into ashes. and they were revived and purified by the water of the Ganges. This refers to Bharat in particular. Father says, you were 16 celestial degrees full, completely viceless. Look what you have become from what you were by sitting on the pyre of lust. Father has now come again. Father, the Lord of the tree, comes and brings the omens of Jupiter to all human beings. At this time, Bharat in particular and the world in general are eclipsed by the omens of the eclipse of Rahu. Father says, I alone come and grant Bharat in particular and the world in general liberation and salvation. There is the shadow cast on the earth. You have come here to become those with divine intellects. The most beloved is the Father. The beloved of all lovers is only one. People of all nations create an oval image because He is the Father of all. In Bharat, there are many Shiv temples, which they call Shivalaya, the place of residence. People in the Golden Age belong to the deity religion, but no one knows when it was their religion or kingdom. The Paramdham is the Shivalaya. The temples is Shivalaya. Brahma's body is Shivalaya, the place of residence of Shiva. Baba says people in the Golden Age belong to the deity religion, but no one knows when it was their religion or kingdom. They have written that the duration of the Golden Age was very long. Father sits here and explains, there are now the omens of Jupiter over you children for 21 births. The Lord of the tree is the ocean of knowledge, the purifier to whom everyone calls out, you are the mother and father, and we are your children. With your mercy, we receive unlimited happiness. Everyone praises Him. Truly, there was plenty of happiness in the golden and silver ages. Since the Father is Heavenly God the Father, the Creator of heaven, we too should definitely be in heaven. Father explains, all of you were residents of heaven and have now become residents of hell. The original eternal deity religion belongs to Bharat. Only those who belong to the Christian religion continue with their Christian religion. So the Father asks, since you people belong to the deity religion, why have you forgotten your religion? Father reminds you that your religion and actions were the most elevated of all. You have now become degraded, sinful, and poverty-stricken. You are worshippers of the deities. So why do you call yourselves Hindus? What has the condition of Bharat become? Because those who belong to the deity religion have become vicious. Because those who belong to the deity religion have become vicious, they don't call themselves deities. Somebody came to meet Baba. Our religion is the original eternal deity religion. Why you call your religion the Hindu religion? He says, Baba, we no more have the virtues of the deities. How can we call ourselves those who belong to the deity religion? Baba says, Father says, it is now the end of this impure world. The Mahabharata war is just ahead. God speaks, I teach you Raj Yoga for the golden age. There is only one God, and we are His children, Saligrams. Father says, you who were worthy of worship have become devotees who are worshippers. You are now taking this knowledge once again to become worthy of worship deities. Then you, worthy of worship ones, will become worshippers in the copper age. You take the full 84 births. Those who have taken 84 births will come and become Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. It has been remembered that the original eternal deity religion was established through Brahma. Since there is Prajapita Brahma, there must also be many children. He is definitely needed here. There are so many subjects. These Brahmins then have to become deities. Father comes and establishes the Brahmin religion by changing those who are Shudras into Brahmins. The original eternal deity religion is established at this confluence age. This is the benevolent confluence age. Diamond age. This war is called a benevolent war. The gates of heaven will open after this destruction. You have come here to become residents of heaven and to go to the land of Vishnu. Do you have such intoxication that you are becoming the residents of heaven and the land of Vishnu? They are now the imperishable omens of Jupiter over you children. It is said 16 celestial degrees full. Then your degrees decrease by 2 degrees. And so it is said, the omens of Venus in the golden age they are the omens of Jupiter. And then in the Silver Age, they are the omens of Venus. We continue to come down, and the omens continue to change. They have continued to be wrong omens for birth after birth. They are now the omens of Jupiter from the Father. That one is the unlimited Father, the ocean of knowledge, the purifier. He is your Father, teacher, and Sadguru. All the rest are false, and they cannot grant anyone salvation. This is called a vicious world, whereas that is a viceless world. Everyone is now very unhappy in this vicious world. Look what is happening. There is war, violence. This is called bloodshed without cause. Just see what they continue to do without it being anyone's fault. They will only drop one bomb, and that will instantly finish everyone off. This is the time. This is the same time of the confluence age. A new world is required for you deities. Baba says, you will not go on suffering, just like people from Hiroshima, Japan. All the poisonous gases will be washed away by torrential rain, etc. So this is the benevolent war. Father says, sweetest children, a new world is required for you deities. Sweetest children, become Manmanabhav. Which father said this? Shiv Baba. He is incorporeal. In fact, you are also incorporeal, but you take rebirth, whereas I don't. At this time, everyone is impure. Not a single one is pure. You had to become impure. You have to go through the stages of Sato, Rajo, and Tamo. At this time, the whole tree has reached a state of total decay. This world has become completely old. It now has to be made new once again. Look how many people there are in this impure world. Very few people will rule in the pure world. There was just the one religion. There were no other religions. Bharat was called heaven. It is remembered. There is a sun, a moon, and a whole world in everyone. there will be 900,000 in the golden age, and then the number of them will continue to grow. At first, the tree of flowers is very small. The forest of thorns is so big. Look how beautiful the Mughal gardens in Delhi are. There isn't any other garden as big as those. Look how big the forests are. The golden aged garden is very small. Then it grows and becomes big. It has now become a forest of thorns. When Ravan comes, it becomes a forest of thorns. This is a forest of thorns. When they fight among themselves, they even kill one another. They have so much anger. They are said to be even worse than monkeys. Father says, my beloved children, you now are the omens of the Lord of the tree over you. Make a donation and the eclipse will be removed. Means you have to leave aside the vices here itself. It is here that you have to become completely viceless. You will then shed your bodies and go to the temple of Shiva. There is a lot of happiness in the temple of Shiva. It is the kingdom of the deities. The golden age is called the temple of Shiva, and the iron age is called a brothel. Ravan established this brothel. Father says, become pure from impure. How are you going to become that? Will you become pure by bathing in the Ganges or by bathing where 3 rivers meet? You have been doing that for birth after birth. Millions of people go to bathe there. There are many rivers, lakes, and ponds, etc. They go and bathe whenever they see water. They go and bathe wherever they see water because they consider themselves to be impure. The Lord of Divinity is now making your intellects divine. Therefore, such a Father, the Lord of Divinity, should be remembered with so much love. This is the wonder. Our beloved is only one. There is no jealousy from others. We all love and remember the one. अच्छा, मीठे मीठे सिकिलदे बच्चों प्रति माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग। रूहानी बाप की रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते। रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी बाप दादा को याद प्यार गुड मॉर्निंग और नमस्ते। Essence for inculcation. First point. In order to go from this world of thorns to that garden of flowers, remove all the thorns, means the vices. Remember with a lot of love the Father who makes you divine. Second point, make effort in this benevolent confluence age to change from Shudras to Brahmins and become deities. In order to remove the omens of the eclipse of Rahu, donate the vices. Blessing is, may you perform every action as a special act in this confluence age and become 16 celestial degrees full. This confluence age is the age to reveal your special talents, every action and every virtue of those whose every act is like a talent is to be praised. 16 celestial degrees full means your every activity is visible as a special talent, that is a sign of the stage of perfection. You saw Sakar Baba's speciality in this way in his way of speaking and walking, etc. So that is also an art. The art of sitting and getting up, the art of singing, the art of walking. There was uniqueness and speciality in everything. So follow the Father in the same way and become full of all 16 arts. Slogan is, a powerful person is one who instantly discerns something and takes a decision immediately. Avyak signal, stay in the volcanic stage and experience powerful remembrance. When the yoga of you children becomes volcanic and powerful, the fire of purity will be able to burn the rubbish of the world in a second. This power of purity is a great power. At the end, when you become completely pure, the fire of your elevated loving thoughts will burn all the rubbish. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.